Three lights moved across the night sky. They were seen by Laurie Wickens and his friends driving along the coastal road towards Shag Harbour. Not blinking like an aircraft, not fast like a meteor, steady and controlled. Then they dipped lower and disappeared behind the trees. For a moment they were gone, but as the car rounded the bend, the lights came into view again. This time, they weren't in the sky. They were sitting on the water in the Shag Harbour Channel. And in the small fishing community of Shag Harbour and across the bay on Cape Sable Island, others were watching it too. Welcome to the world of the lost, where real stories slip between what we know and what we can't explain. It was October 4th, 1967, the kind of night that Nova Scotians know well. Cool, quiet, and just enough starlight to see the outline of the sea. Around 11:20 p.m., multiple witnesses, teenagers, adults, people who knew the sky and the water, reported seeing something unusual. 4 orange lights, flying low, moving in formation, then tilting downward at roughly a 45-degree angle, before finally disappearing beyond the shoreline. To those watching, it looked like a plane in trouble. Something had gone down. This wasn't a story that grew over time. It was reported immediately. Witnesses contacted the Royal Canadian Mounted Police. Officers arrived quickly, and when they looked out over the water, they saw something too. A strange yellow light floating offshore, as if something had just impacted the ocean. It drifted there briefly, then slowly it sank, slipping beneath the surface and disappearing into the dark water below. At this point, it became a rescue operation. Fishermen untied their fishing boats and headed out into the harbor. The Coast Guard was notified, the military became involved, because if an aircraft had gone down, lives could be at stake. The harbor became a search zone. Lights sweeping the water, boats moving out into the dark, scanning for wreckage, survivors, anything. No debris, no oil slick from a conventional aircraft, no bodies, nothing that confirmed a plane crash. Some reports described yellow foam drifting on the surface, but when responders tried to collect it, it broke apart and disappeared, leaving nothing behind. The next day, officials checked every possibility. Civilian aircraft, military aircraft, missing flights. Nothing matched. No plane was reported missing. No distress call had been received. No explanation fit what witnesses had seen or what responders had found. The object was officially classified as a UFO, an unidentified flying object. But the story didn't end there. Divers were sent to search the ocean floor. Military vessels scanned the area. There were even reports, never fully confirmed, that something had been tracked underwater, moving, not drifting like wreckage, but traveling, and then gone. No recovery, no conclusion, just a file marked unresolved. What makes the Shag Harbour incident different is this. There are many UFO stories, but this one stands apart because it wasn't just seen. It was reported, investigated, and documented by Canadian and even United States authorities. The Shag Harbour UFO incident remains one of the most credible and well-documented cases in the country. Some have called it Canada's Roswell. Today, this story is still told, not as folklore, but as history. Visitors can explore it at the Shag Harbour UFO Centre, where the event is documented, preserved, studied, and shared. Each year, researchers and enthusiasts gather for the Shag Harbour UFO XPO, keeping the conversation alive and expanding our understanding of what may have happened that night. And for those who want to go deeper, the case has been carefully researched in books like Dark Object, the world's only government documented UFO crash, and Impact to Contact, the Shag Harbour incident. These works dig into the witnesses, the investigation, and the lingering questions that still surround that night, and they all lead back to the same moment. On a quiet stretch of Nova Scotia coastline, something entered the water. It was seen by many, investigated seriously, and never explained. No wreckage, no answers, just three lights falling into the ocean and a mystery that never came back up. Thank you for taking the time to listen to this episode of World of the Lost. I hope you'll give it a like, and if you enjoy a good story that makes you go, that's interesting, consider subscribing. Until next time, stay curious.